She was ill after the Prix de Diane. She's taken time to come back, but on her day, she's a top class filly and so powerful.
Different opposition to what she'll face today, but she does look better than ever at the age of 6. I mean, did they know they were going to put her back in training, or has it just been a sort of added bonus that has forced them to reroute and rethink?
No, I think when they bought her, they had seen her performances, and they bought her. It's the Art de Us. It's a new group of people that come from the equestrian world, and so they're getting involved in racing, and yeah, I think they're in there to enjoy it. They've had a whale of a time so far, 2 races, 2 wins at Paris-Longchamp, and they did buy her with this plan to come on and see what was going to happen. The original plan was maybe to run in Saudi and then have her covered, but I think she wasn't quite ready for that. So so here she is, and she's been supplemented. Even though it was already kind of on the cards. I'm not quite sure why they didn't enter her, but they have shelled out the money to enter her, and I think 12 to 1, it's a huge price.
She's quite versatile tactics-wise as well, because we were discussing where the pace would come from in this small field.
Yeah, I think she's reasonably versatile. She's ridden for the first time by Michael Barcelona, but she's had plenty of jockeys during her long career. Christian Demura, of course, had been booked in advance by the Japanese for Sharia, who he won on in Dubai, so he's kind of out of the equation. But Michael Barcelona, Beatrice saying that from his time in the UK, he's familiar with Ascot, and she's a pretty easy filly to ride. I think I don't know if she could go in front, but why not?
Compelling case for Grand Glory. Do not underestimate her in our feature race today at 12 to 1, says Catherine Ford. Baybridge, though, solidifying at the top of that market, even money favourite now from the Japanese raider at 4 to 1. That's the feature. That comes up at 3:40, and immediately following that, we'll have the 1 Mile Duke of Cambridge at Group 2. As Pat, speaking to Mike a few moments ago, said, it's got a tricky look about it, this race. Bashkarova, they've settled on for favouritism here for the William Haggis team. He's 11 to 4. Saffron Beach, I really like her chances. She does have that penalty to contend with as she has her first start here on home soil this season, coming back from Dubai. Mother Earth, 4 to 1 for Aidan O'Brien, who has, teaming up with Ryan Moore, had more Royal Ascot winners than any other trainer and jockey combination, 32 in total, and they look to add another here at 4 to 1 with Mother Earth, the Guineas winner. Sibylla Spain, though, at 13 to 2 is the French-trained representative, Catherine, and we saw this horse last time out at Saint-Cloud, getting home by a smallish margin for the head team. What do you make of her form coming into this?
I really like this filly. She's another one like Grand Glory, who was a high-class filly in a classic year for her. It was last year. She was also placed in the Prix de Diane, and a change of tactics have really worked a treat for this mare. She used to be a free-running front runner. I've just been talking to Christopher Head now, and he was explaining that they tried the waiting tactics in the Prix Saint-Hilary, the trial for the Diane last year. It didn't quite work out. She was following the wrong horse, and so they decided to go back to the front-running tactics, which had worked in the early part of her career. But you see her there, coming really nicely, and he says that she's a filly that she's never needed to go in front. It's just circumstances and the fact that she had been successful doing that that meant that she did, and she's been dropped back down to a mile, and she beat the colts there. This race has been on the programme for a long time, and the French camp are confident with Sibylla Spain.
Yeah, do you know, she was quite well fancied, wasn't she, Arc weekend when we were over when she had a final race at Longchamp. Maybe didn't quite run up to expectations, as so many didn't on that ground. It's going to be different ground today. Do they hold any fears about that?
No, Christopher was just speaking to him now, and he said that it should be okay. She has got performances on fastish ground in the past, and he's not, well, I don't think he's going to use that as an excuse anyway. He seems to think that the straight mile here will suit her, because she's got her performances over 10.5 furlongs, so she should be staying on right to the line. So yeah, watch out for her.
Yeah, Sibylla Spain, another French raider not to be underestimated. A whole host of other horses we could talk about though, Sheen. Who was your sort of eye drawn to, if you like, in this race?
I love Saffron Beach, but I'm concerned about the penalty. She's going to carry £5 more than the rest of the field. The only one that isn't carrying the 9 stone 2 weight is Sevilla of Spain. I think she's carrying 9 stone 4. Maybe that's due to a Group 2 win or something earlier on. I thought it was very competitive. Interesting to see Bashkarova's backing up from Epsom. She was very good that day, but very short time between races, and if she's at her best today, we'll only know in a couple of hours' time. Tom Marquand hasn't had a winner yet. He'll be itching to get a winner on the board.
Yeah, she did it quite easily at Epsom, didn't she, Josh? Are you with the favourite here, Bashkarova, to back up?
I am with Bashkarova here, yeah. I think she's got, on time form ratings, I think she's got to improve £3 or £4. But Willie Haggis is having a fantastic season. Tom Marquand is running with so much confidence. They're not going to run this without, they're fully confident behind her, and I can see it just coming through. I think it was done a good at Epsom, to be honest with you, and comes in with a lot of confidence, so Baskerville for me.
And listen, it's amazing, Asheen, that we haven't even mentioned the 1,000 Guineas win, a Mother Earth. You know, a filly who, I think it's 2-1 to her on the back of her Guineas win, and Falmouth win over Saffron Beach. The pair have met on 3 occasions.